I walked into my daughter's room and found my mother-in-law injecting her with something, whispering, "This will make you forget mommy." Patricia had already given Lily 3 doses before I caught her. The pediatric neurologist confirmed it while showing me my daughter's brain scans, pointing to damage patterns consistent with repeated benzodiazepine exposure mixed with scopolamine, an amnesia drug. My 4-year-old had stopped recognizing my face 2 weeks ago, started calling me the lady instead of mama, ran to Patricia's arms whenever I tried to hold her. I thought it was a phase. Then I came home early from my nursing shift and found my mother-in-law with a syringe in Lily's arm, whispering about erasing me from her memory. Patricia smiled when I screamed. Didn't even try to hide the needle. Just calmly said Lily didn't need a mother who worked night shifts anyway. Behind her on the dresser sat 3 more pre-filled syringes next to the jewelry box my husband claimed his mother gave Lily for her birthday. I grabbed my phone to call 911. Patricia was faster. She dialed my husband first. David answered immediately, and Patricia's voice transformed into something fragile and terrified. She told him I'd attacked her unprovoked, that I was acting violent and unstable, that she feared for Lily's safety. I could hear David through the speaker, already believing every word, already angry at me without question. He told his mother to lock herself and Lily in the bedroom until he arrived. Patricia's eyes locked on mine while she performed her victim act. When she hung up, she picked up Lily's limp body. My daughter was barely conscious, drugged into compliance. I tried to take her, but Lily cried and reached for Patricia, calling her mama. That word destroyed me. Patricia had been conditioning her, training her to see grandmother as mother while systematically poisoning her memories of me. I demanded answers. What was in those syringes? Patricia rocked Lily in the chair and hummed a lullaby, completely ignoring me. A car door slammed outside. David had been 20 minutes away at his office. He was here in 5. That meant he'd been close, waiting. This whole thing was coordinated. I grabbed the 3 syringes from the dresser and ran downstairs. David burst through the door looking murderous, demanding to know what I'd done to his mother. I showed him the syringes, tried to explain what I'd witnessed. He slapped them from my hand. They scattered across the hardwood floor, evidence rolling under furniture. David told me I was having a breakdown, that I needed to leave immediately before he called police. Patricia appeared at the stairs holding our unconscious daughter, and David's face softened. He told his mother to take Lily somewhere safe. I blocked the staircase, said Lily needed a hospital, not Patricia's house. For 1 second, David looked at our daughter's limp form, and I thought he'd listen. Then Patricia spoke in that wounded, trembling voice. She claimed I'd been making accusations for weeks. Told David I'd confessed to her last month about losing my mind from work stress. I never said that. Never said anything close. But David believed her instantly. He always believed her. He grabbed my arm, dragged me from the stairs while Patricia walked out with my daughter. I screamed for him to stop her, to look at the syringes on the floor, to see what was really happening. He held me back while his mother drove away with Lily. When her car disappeared, David released me and told me to pack a bag. He wanted me gone tonight. I picked up the syringes with shaking hands. 3 vials of clear liquid that had been destroying my daughter's brain. David said they were probably vitamin B12, that his mother mentioned Lily getting sick lately and needing immune support. Another lie I'd never heard until this moment. Lily had been perfectly healthy. When had Patricia supposedly told him this? He said a few weeks ago during my night shifts. Patricia had been planting seeds, building her narrative, preparing for this exact moment. David's phone buzzed. He showed me Patricia's text. Lily woke up asking where mama was, and when I said mama's at home, Lily got confused and asked where grandma went. My daughter was calling Patricia mama. David showed me like it proved I was the problem instead of proving everything I'd said. I grabbed my medical bag and found instant drug test strips. If I could test Lily's urine, I could prove she'd been drugged. David blocked my path, said I wasn't going near Lily in my current state. What state? The state where I was acting paranoid and aggressive toward his mother, making wild accusations without evidence, clearly having some kind of mental health crisis. Every phrase sounded rehearsed. Patricia had been feeding him these exact words for weeks, preparing him to choose her over me. I needed to reach Lily before Patricia gave another dose or disappeared with her completely. I told David I was leaving for his mother's house. If he tried stopping me, I'd call police myself. He stood in front of the door and said if I showed up there, he'd have me arrested for harassment. His mother was afraid of me. I'd supposedly threatened her before. What threats? When? David couldn't provide details, just repeated that Patricia felt unsafe around me, and I needed to stay away. My phone was in David's hand. I asked for it back to at least call my sister. David scrolled through my recent calls, face darkening. He asked why I'd called Patricia's doctor's office 3 times yesterday. I'd been trying to learn if Patricia had prescriptions that might explain the syringes. The receptionist wouldn't tell me anything. David said this proved I'd been harassing his mother and her medical providers, that I was obsessed. He returned my phone but kept my car keys. I called Vanessa. She arrived 20 minutes later and found us in a standoff. I showed her the syringes. She was a pharmacist, recognized immediately that something was wrong. That's when the real nightmare began.